We introduce you to a high school senior today. She is in the firefighters program at Penta Career Center, but that's not all. Her world was flipped upside down after a cancer diagnosis a little over a year ago.
Yeah, and yet in between all of the treatments, she would be training during that. Kaylee Kirby has this story tonight that you will see only right here on WTOL.
In March of 2020, Abbey Mackay's life changed forever. She was 18, finishing her junior year at Penta Career Center, and excited to be a future firefighter.
Pre-diagnosis, I didn't have any symptoms, whatsoever. The only thing I had was a lump in my armpit that it hurt, but it wasn't too bad, but it did hurt. And I thought it was a pulled muscle from my training.
But after a few weeks of the lump not going away, she went to the doctor and biopsies were taken. The lump was stage 4 lymphoma. It had actually spread to her neck, chest, pelvis, and spine. She began chemotherapy immediately.
It was hard. I was tired. Every single day I was tired. I went home, laid directly in bed, didn't want to do anything. I would get sick. There was times where I wanted to just give up here, give up now, but I didn't.
From April to October, she would go to treatments every other Thursday. And when she wasn't at the hospital, she was at school, academics online, and firefighter training in person.
I actually personally spoke to her oncologist because we wanted to make sure that we were providing the most appropriate care, and I didn't want her doing anything in lab here that was going to jeopardize any of her treatment process.
Despite what was going on in her life, she showed up the same way any firefighter would if they were called for duty. She says that's what kept her going.
And there was times where I'd walk out of the doctor's office bawling my eyes out, sitting through chemo treatments, bawling my eyes, because I felt like every time I walked in there, it just got worse and worse and worse. But I stayed positive. Every time I left, I thought about what I wanted to do and stuck to it, and things eventually were starting to get better.
She really proved to herself that she's a fighter. She's got what it takes to be a firefighter, an EMT, and work in the public safety field. I mean, when she was faced with some troubled times in her life, she didn't stop. She didn't let the diagnosis that the doctors were giving her from stopping her to do what she wants to do.
Through it all, she was never alone, whether it was the time she had to shave her head or when training got too hard during treatments. Her crew had her back. Abbey has officially been in remission since January. She says once she graduates this year, she plans on joining the Troy Fire Department and after that, Rossford's Fire Department. Reporting in Perrysburg, Kaylee Kirby, WTOL 11.